we started making names right away. And I loved it. I was robbing drug dealers, taking their gold right off their neck. And the shit we did, who's going to call the police on you? A drug dealer?
I can identify with anything that was normal, to be honest with you. But I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
99% of the time, you're going to disagree.
Just like the Donnie Brasco situation with Lefty.
Yeah, because the reason why, they figure it this way. You brought this guy around, he ratted on everybody, now he ratted on you. You might turn around and join him and rat on us, so we get rid of you, there's no connection between there and there, and they get rid of you.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Carrie Van Dyke. What's up, Carrie?
Hey, what's up, Bill? How you doing?
I'm doing great. We're on early this morning. Shout out to everyone who's joining us.
Hello.
AM. I don't think we've ever been on before 12 o'clock.
I don't think so. Today is a different kind of day.
The early morning.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
There's been Bonanno family takedown this week on Gangland News. So the DEA and the New York State troopers spoil the blue Jeep caper from Breezy Point to Sanctity. These dudes, a plan of two longtime mob associates of the Genovese, Gambino and Bonanno families to transport 9 kilograms of cocaine from Point Breezy to Fort Lee in Schenectady in a blue Jeep Cherokee. It was like something out of a movie. Huh?
Bonanno crime family trader Gene Borello sentenced to 6 months behind bars. 6 months?
Yeah, that was in January, but he's going to court in May for the other violations, like 15 of them or something like that.
Yeah. Borello, 38, breached the terms of his release when he participated in organized crime podcasts.
Hey.
I'm sorry. That shit is just, you come out of jail, you have these rules that you have to go by in order to stay out of jail. And it's like he deliberately 15, 16 violations. It's like, throw the motherfucker away and throw the key with him. Like throw the key in another cell. You know what I mean? Like just throw them in the trash. What the fuck are you going to let him back out for? So he could do 16 more violations?
Who, this guy?
I'll tell the judge and prosecutor to suck my dick like I done before. Okay?
Yeah, well, he's gonna be sucking some dick, all right, but
he might already be.
Yeah, really. No, that blows my mind, man.
It's insane. Here,
I know.
Let me show you guys this this article. So this is the article by Jerry Capisi. So it says it's something out of a movie, prosecutor said. The feds, unfortunately for the duo, were onto them from the get-go. They rewrote the ending of their script and put the opposing sides on a federal courtroom in Albany. The government's version of the modern-day movie begins with Christopher Pickles Kelly examining, holy shit, as he hears the state troopers pull the Jeep over in New York State Thruway. It's April 2nd, 2021. Maybe it's just a ticket, he says, a longtime partner in crime, Richie Rich Sandy, with little conversation. As they're arrested, they drive slowly past the Jeep. $160,000 load of cocaine. So they had that on the hood of the Jeep as these guys are riding by.
Wow.
And they're in the back of the cop car.
Yeah, I'm
the
reading
next
it.
scene- It says the next scene is 48 hours earlier in Schenectady, or however the hell you say that.
Schenectady.
Schenectady. Kelly and Cindy are seen in a parking lot working out their plan for the Grand Jeep Cherokee with suspect drug dealers Jeffrey Civitello Senior. I can't pronounce shit. It's too early for this.
I'm here to help.
51, and the son Jeffrey Jr., 23. Damn, so it was a father and son duo.
Wow.
It's pretty,
Let's keep it in the family, you know?
Yeah. Kelly gets behind the wheel of the Jeep and then drives to a nearby gas station where he and Richie meet the driver who had been pulled over and arrested in an opening scene. Robert Bobby Agrayo.
And yeah,
Ingrayo.
that sounds good. Yeah.
Got it. I got one.
Got it.
He didn't get away with murder, but Fat Anthony may have gotten away with a fortune. Gambino gangster Fat Andy Pentrella was convicted last year of killing Lucchese loan shark Vincent Vito. It helped that the burly 350-pound killer was videotaped entered and leaving the Lock Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn home, where the murdered Zio was found dead later. I remember when this happened. And now it looks like he did get away with
$750,000.
He allegedly stole from his
old pal. I like how they put that, his old pal.
So these dudes they just robbing each other. That's what they do. They rob from one and they go to another and they go.
And then you have more.
robbing.
You have more rats. You have the Pickles guy who testified last week.
Yeah,
that's fucking horrible.
And then the drug dealers are worried. Were very real. The blue Jeep caper was doomed from the start. Turncoat mob associate Christopher Pickles Kelly testified last week that even before the Fed seized the load of cocaine that they had placed into the very, very cool secret compartment of the 2018 blue Jeep Cherokee. Probably bugged all over the fucking place, right? He was leery about using the customer's vehicle to transport the $360,000 load of coke from Lee to Schenectady. So it was bugged, right?
That's what it seems like.
That's wild.
You know, this shit, man, back in the day, this shit wouldn't have took place like this.
No, it's just too many rats. There's too many mob rats. There's too many people telling. There's too many cameras. You can't get away with nothing nowadays. No. And for all you people, all you dumbass people who are out here committing crimes on camera, you guys are like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. These people are.
I don't get it either. You know, you have a bunch of gang members out here in Long Island that love to get jumped in the hood, but then do it in front of cameras, and you're all going to jail. So what the fuck is these new brains that are developed after Gen X are fucked. Like, why do this in camera? You know there's cameras everywhere. Let's go somewhere where there's no cameras.
People want to brag. They want to be the biggest gangster, the toughest guy on the block. You know what I'm saying?
The Truth says, there he is. He's a huge fan of yours, Bill.
What's good, man? Chilling.
Shout out to The Truth. Nikki the Barber. Actually, my first live with you. I always catch it late. See, it's a good thing we did it early today.
Hell yeah. Maybe I'll come on later. I don't know. I've been so damn busy. There's not enough time in the day. I've been so busy. There's not enough time in one day. I
just packed up our whole little place here, and I'm I'll be leaving in a little while. I just got a knock at the door too, so I just ignored that for now. That's probably my
Oh, so you're gonna be moving into your apartment or your house, right?
house. Yeah, today.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm excited.
It's a new start, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Definitely.
I don't know that I'll be settled completely today, but hopefully I'll be getting some service cut on with Wi-Fi and stuff like that, so I could hop back on with you.
Oh yeah, we'll figure it out. 100%.
Yep.
Do you got to
Big
answer the
things.
door?
No,
Like,
I didn't answer the door.
I'm not leaving.
I'm on live with Bill Staxx. Leave me alone.
I did that before in prison. I'm like, I'm not leaving.
Some
They were
people,
sending me
some
to
people get comfortable there.
So what happened is that when they bring you to one prison and you get comfortable, they move you. And by the time they move you, you're comfortable there and you don't want to leave. That's how it is with a lot of people. But I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere. You try to think of ways to stay.
Oh, there's ways to stay, all right. Just not ways that'll let you leave.
No,
all.
they won't. If once you're on the transfer list, it doesn't matter what you do. They're not letting you stay unless you have a job in that prison or something like that. There's like certain reasons to stay in certain facilities, like a medical reason or things like that.
Yeah,
You can fake things though, you know. Everett,
Yeah.
what's up?
No problem. The truth.
People
Shout
do all
out
kinds of
Everett
crazy shit,
Sanchez.
man. They caught that guy who killed those people in Texas. They finally caught him.
Oh, we just didn't know where they caught him at, right?
They just caught him. No, when we were talking, he was on the run for like a week.
I want to look it up. I want to see where they caught him at. Texas shooting. Arrested. Yeah, but where? Let's see. The man Francisco Oropesa was caught just a few miles from the site of the shooting. Oh, so he was caught in Texas, hiding in a hamper under a pile of laundry.
Here's a picture of him handcuffed in the back of the cop car. They said that they're going to pursue the death penalty, and he's probably he's in for a world of hurt in that prison.
They better not take him to Burger King before they get to the precinct.
No, I don't think they would do that.
What were these five people? What were their ranges? I mean, we had an 8-year-old and we had an old person, right?
No, there were eight. There was here. I'll get all the
Was it racially motivated?
No, it was. They told him to stop shooting his AR in the backyard, and it was late. It was late at night, so he went over there with the gun and killed everybody.
Oh, listen, Mr. Oropesa, 38, an immigrant from Mexico who had been deported 4 times, was charged with 5 counts of murder and was being held on $5 million bail. Sheriff Cappers said Mr. Oropesa was being transferred back to San Jacinto jail on Tuesday night. So he's being deported back to Mexico.
No, they're going to try him here. He said he'd been deported, but they're going to try him here.
It says, I don't know, it says Mr. Oropesa was being transferred back to San Jacinto County Jail on Tuesday night.
Yeah, that's in Texas.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of, all right.
They would never hand him over to Mexico after he did that shit in the U.S. It would never happen.
Yeah.
Here, I got a video I can play about the victims. All right, let me see if I can get this. Yeah, they want to handle him before he's out of here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Fair use.
Describir lo que pasó. 10 los que sobrevivimos, éramos 15 los que estábamos ahí. Y de los 15, De hecho, ese fue mi hijo de 9 años. Y mi esposo.
9-year-old son, my wife, and were both killed. 5 people, including 9-year-old boy, were killed Friday night in Texas home. The neighbor.
Oh my God. So this wasn't.
Wilson Garcia, who owned the home, said his wife Sonia Guzman, 9, victims. Damn, I couldn't read it all.
Oh God.
Danielle School District, Cleveland School District held a vigil in honor of him. 21 was also killed Friday night in the shoot. I think that was the mother, or no.
Oh my goodness.
The daughter, her longtime partner. She knew so happy and humble, caring. She will do anything for her children.
Oh my goodness.
18 and 31. That's terrible.
18 years old. Oh my God. I want to know, what was his motive for this shit? Like, did he just was suicidal, or fucking like?
He was probably drinking. He was shooting his gun in the backyard. They told him to stop, and he killed them. That's basically what happened.
And all these people were inside the house, so they all knew each other.
Yeah, it was his neighbor. They were neighbors. The husband went over there and said, "Can you stop shooting the gun? It's late at night." And he just went over there and shot everybody. Boom, 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 boom. And then took off.
So he's got drinking, he's drunk, and he's got mental issues for sure.
100%. He's going to have a death penalty issue. He's going to have a death penalty issue for sure. 100%. Texas, they're going to fry him.
They were all fucking young, 29, 9, 21, 31, and 18.
Crazy.
Wow. Well, damn. I'm glad that they caught his fucking ass, and I hope that he rots in fucking hell.
Yeah. It's crazy with the things that are going on in the world today. I just don't get it.
I don't either, man. It's like ridiculous. Like the church shootings, the school shootings. Nobody's safe in church anymore. Nobody's safe in school anymore. I remember going to school. That was one of the safest places to be when I was fucking in kindergarten, grade school, middle school. The only issues we had to worry about there was fighting each other, getting into fights and getting kicked out of school.
None of this stuff was going on back then.
Right. None. But now things have changed. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was the parents raising their kids like fucking maniacs, or if it's the system, or if people got tired of how the world works. I don't know. But this shit did not take place back in the day, man.
There's some kind of breakdown somewhere. And I think it's a mental health crisis in this country.
Yeah, for real. And, it doesn't matter. I always laugh about this whole gun control shit, because it's like, it doesn't matter if you ban guns in a certain form or fashion. People are always going to be able to go on the street and get what they need. It doesn't matter.
The criminals don't follow the law. That's what the people don't understand. They don't follow the law. They don't give a shit about the law. They don't look like,
that's what I'm saying.
I could get 10 years for this. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's what they think. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. For somebody that doesn't have much of a conscience or care much about consequences, are going to do what they need to do, or want to do, I should say.
Yeah. You don't need permission from nobody. You don't need a license. You can do whatever you want. Like, all
on
that
the street,
regulation shit, it just stops good people from being able to get firearms and do it.
Yes.
I mean, some people slip through the cracks. Don't get me wrong. Some people slip through and do bad things with firearms that aren't supposed to be owned by bad people. But
right. But what are you gonna do? Shout out to Stacy Sue. Good morning. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Shout out to David. He went trigger happy. Yes, he did. He definitely did, on a mental rant, drunken mental rant. That's what that was. Because who in their right mind would say, "Oh, he told me to stop shooting my gun. I'm just gonna go over there and shoot everybody in this house." What?
That's what the story is that's out there,
Well, if that's the story and that's the truth, that just goes to show you how mentally unstable that person was. And he's an immigrant. Not saying that, I mean, there's plenty of shootings here where there weren't immigrants doing it, but
We got
I
another
don't know.
major story in the news. Dante Wilder got arrested for possession of a weapon in Los Angeles yesterday. So he was in a
Nice.
car. He was drunk. I think he was drunk. Former champion Dante Wilder was reportedly arrested in the U.S. after a gun was discovered in his car. He said around 1:45 a.m. on Tuesday, he was pulled over in Hollywood. LAPD reported claims of tinted windows on his Rolls Royce were illegal, and his license plate was obstructed. Police officers reported carrying out a search of the vehicle after they detected the smell of marijuana. They allegedly found both cannabis and a 9mm firearm in his car.
Oh, he had a 9 in his car.
Wilder
And it
was
probably
arrested.
was
He was arrested on possession of a concealed weapon and released on bond later.
okay.
So,
Well, that's what you get for driving around with a gun in your fucking car. I mean, people are fucking retarded, man.
I mean, why would you do that?
Especially when you're an up and coming, what is he, MMA?
No, he's like a boxing star.
And even so, where is his management team? See, that just it just puts a picture in your head, like a scenario. Maybe he was going through it. He didn't want to listen to his management company. He got drunk and high and wasn't
He's
thinking.
in a Rolls Royce. He's in a Rolls Royce. You can't hire a bodyguard with a gun? Like, come on, man.
First of all, is he driving the Rolls Royce or was he being driven? Because in a Rolls Royce, that's a car where you're supposed to get driven. So something was wrong. Something was wrong. He had a mental breakdown or something, because you don't do stupid shit like that when you're a fucking, when you're making that much money. There's something. He got high. It probably triggered a chemical imbalance in his brain.
He has a license to carry, but I mean, listen to this. If you're smoking weed and all that, you can't carry a gun. You can't.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine if he's a gun owner, but it's another thing.
No, it's not okay. No, it's not. You cannot.
No, I'm not. No.
And a gun
No, what
at
I'm
the same
saying.
time. You can't have both. You have
No,
to
what I'm
one.
saying is that if you're a gun owner and you have a license, keep it at home where it's legal. You don't bring it in the car with you while you smoking and you drinking and you're alone and you don't have no protection. It's like you're a star, you're a celebrity.
People
so you don't do things like that.
You can't own a weapon legally and have a marijuana card. You can't. It's impossible. You can't do it.
It cancels it out, yeah. Because if you have any mental conditions, you're not allowed to own a gun.
And if you're under the influence of anything, it doesn't matter if it's weed, alcohol. You cannot possess a gun.
And I'll tell you what, if he's a known gun collector, because it says here, David said he's a known gun collector. Well, he's going to be known for having all those guns taken from him, because after this, he's not going to be able to keep a gun. You think?
I think in California, he'll end up doing like a year in prison.
Even with all the lawyers and money he has, you don't think that he'll do like probation time or something? Probably.
I don't know. The gun charges out there are really serious. Same thing with New York.
They may just give him a mental evaluation, because, something like that, or that's like a movie, like Adam Sandler in that movie. He drove the car drunk, and you know what I'm saying? Like he went on a mental rant. So something must have been going on with this guy for him to make a bad decision like that and ruin his fucking career.
New York. If in New York you get caught with a gun, you're going to prison. Doesn't matter if you have past convictions, anything. You get caught with a gun.
What about if you're a celebrity or you're a sports star or something like that? You might be able to use your.
Yeah, but there has been celebrities that have been in the club in New York City, shot themselves in the leg. They have to go to prison.
Who is this? Who shot themselves?
Oh, you don't remember that? The guy in the New York Giants shot himself in the leg in the club and still had to go to prison after.
Because he probably had the gun in the club and wasn't supposed to have it.
It's happened a lot. Ridiculous. Look it up. I'm telling you, look it up. You'll be surprised.
That's crazy.
It happens more than you think.
Oh, I listen. I don't put it past them. You know, some people get all this money, and then other people think that this money is making their lives happy and it's making them feel fulfilled. And a lot of these celebrities and shit got the money, but man, they're not happy. They're committing suicide. They're becoming drug addicts. They're cheating on their wives. They're ruining their careers. And you know, and they have all that money. That money don't mean shit.
That goes for the same with people with parents that hand them money. They
Yeah.
don't learn shit. You don't learn nothing. You're just trying to live a life that you're not accustomed to, and it's all gonna crumble.
Yeah,
Basically,
for sure.
that's what it is. Because people have no. I think people are losing their moral compasses. You know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the world is filled with these young parents who really don't know how to raise children with morality, you know, so they let their kids do whatever the fuck they want. It's either hot or cold. They're spoiling their kids rotten, showing them no responsibility and no morals in life, so they grow up to be assholes. And then you have the kids that are neglected. They don't have shit, you know, and they don't learn anything.
I seen a little video, right? And there was a little girl pulling this string on a thing, right? And the mother goes, okay, now she keeps doing that. We're gonna say, and then it clipped over to another video, and it was like, cut the fucking shit.
Yeah, facts. My mother didn't hold no bars, man. She'd pull hair, punch faces. You know, God forbid I try to call her a bitch. Forget about it. I wouldn't get past the letter B before I got my ass beat. You know?
He's in PC, man. Gene is in PC, protective custody with the rest of the rats. He cannot.
Of course he is.
Hopefully, they'll send him to the same place they sent Whitey Bulger. Maybe they'll send him there, and he can explain himself to Freddie Diaz and them.
Yeah, they can all become friends.
I got an idea. Maybe
we should write Gene a letter.
Maybe Anthony Bingy Aralata should get locked up and go where Freddie Diaz is and see if he survives. That would be a great reality show.
They would never do that. Can you imagine?
Crazier things have happened.
It's true. I mean, pitch it, man. You never could you. Oh God.
Gene's
hey, I had an idea for a reality show, but nobody really listened. I'm telling you, man. I think it would make a lot of money.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Who am I going to talk about it with?
You're on the air.
I know.
Everyone will know your idea and run with it.
Well, I need to speak to someone.
Gotta give me time, Carrie. I'm working on it.
All right, listen, we got plenty to got nothing but time, man. I'm just moving in my new house today. As soon as I get settled, we're having you out to Long Island to give you a tour of Zombie City.
Yeah, and then I can show the people what's really going on up there.
Yeah, because there definitely ain't no Montauk in the Hamptons. That's for fucking sure.
I believe Gene's court case is coming up really soon.
It says he got sentenced 6 months.
Yeah, in January, he has to get sentenced again for the other 16 violations.
Oh, shit. MR in private if you need to vent. Stacy, who are you talking to, girlfriend? I can always vent. I just have an idea that Bill doesn't want me to give up because somebody will take it, which he's right. It's a pretty dope idea. Jay Casenza says, "What's up, Staxx?"
Yo, does anyone know when Gene's? Does anyone know when Gene's court date is? I know it's in May.
Does it not say? Do you want me to look it up real quick?
Yeah, if you can.
Let me see.
I don't want to go on Pacer and all that shit. It's too early for this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
If you guys want, go check out my Rumble. It's called Staxx TV. I got a lot of exclusive content you can't see on YouTube because I don't give a shit. I put raw, uncut shit up there. And
can I just look him up on Web Crims? Is he in New York?
He's in the feds. Here, I'll look him up.
Because all I'm getting is articles about the situation. I was gonna look him up on web crims, but it only works if you're in New York. Defendant.
All right, here he is. Release date 8/4/2023.
Yeah, it's not
But
giving me nothing.
he's in MDC Brooklyn right now.
Oh, that's a holding jail.
Yeah, he's in the holding jail. So he got sentenced to 6 months. His release date is 8/4/2023, but he has to get sentenced on the other violations. So he's going to be there for a lot longer than 6 months.
Yeah, hell yeah. Cosa Nostra. Gene Borello, former mob associate turned fledgling podcaster, sent back to the can. He's disgusting. He's just, looking at his IG, it just really disgusted me because, like, how do you portray yourself to be this hot shot, like gangster, hot shot Italian, but you're a fucking rat and everybody knows it. Like, I just don't, like, with fucking Sammy, I don't get it, man. Back in the day when you ratted, you got taken care of. Now it's, let's make an IG page and fucking podcasts and let's do interviews. What the fuck, bro?
And have all these people supporting me. Like, I don't get it, man.
I don't understand.
What happened when the world didn't like people like that? I mean, and listen, I have the right to choose and pick who I can associate with and who I deal with.
Yeah.
I've interviewed some informants, but the difference between some of the ones that I've interviewed and, I mean, some of them are, they're all rats. All the ones that cooperated are rats, the bottom line.
Right.
But some of them have changed, like, and they want a better future. They want to do the right thing. Other ones on here are, like, trying to show how tough they are. No one gives a shit, man. No one cares.
Yeah. Yeah, you did what you did. You own up to it. Okay, fine. You fucking shunned out of whatever, but, you're trying to do the right thing. Okay, whatever. It's somebody's option to associate with them or not. But like you said, like, it's fucking ridiculous. You go on fucking Instagram, you're going on interviews, you have your own podcast, and you're fucking trying to portray yourself like you never ratted, and you're still the same person when you entered. I mean, it blows. I can't wrap my finger around it. Gene Borello and John Alite.
That goes for everyone on this picture.
Yeah.
All of you.
Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate it, hon.
That goes for Dominic Alley. That goes for Gene Borello, Anthony Areola, Bobby Luisi, Frank Fortolino, you fat piece of shit. Cryy ass, whiny Bill. There's Hootie, the fucking loser. Russo. There's Michael Francis. There's the fat fuck that's in jail with Barillo. There goes Howie Santos, the fucking porn star king over there.
Ew.
And then you got Sammy the Bull Shitter. Bunch of fucking losers, man.
Sammy the Rat. It's not Sammy the Bull anymore. It's Sammy the Rat. He changed animals.
You bull nothing. You know why I got these tattoos? Yeah, because you're property of the AB.
That's exactly why. And that's exactly why he wouldn't go on your podcast, because he knew that you were going to fucking ask some questions that were really going to put him on the spot. And there's no lying, because you were the one that's the interviewer and has all the proof. So he's fucked. He would never do that.
He wanted it to be scripted. He wanted the podcast to be scripted.
And he wanted to get paid too, right?
Yeah.
Did he want to get paid? Yeah.
I had an interview set up with him like 2 years ago when I first started, probably a little less. Look, here's a picture of Gene in jail.
Nick Calabrese testified to participating in 14 mob orders, and the judge gave him only 12 years with time served. He did 6 years in jail.
Nick Calabrese? Yeah, he's dead now, though, right? He just passed away.
Yeah, 14 mob orders, and the judge gave him 12 years.
They wanted the they wanted the father bad. They wanted him really bad.
Yeah.
I bet you he participated in a lot more than 14, man. That's just what they know of.
Yeah, that's all they got. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more than that.
I got something coming very soon. It'll be like any day. It'll pop on, right? And I can't tell you guys what it is. I'll tell you, Carrie, after we stop this live. But and then everyone will go to you and try to get the information out of you.
They can't get it from me. I'm no rat. I won't have me on the background.
But I have something major coming, and one of these days it's just gonna pop on, and you guys are gonna be like, "Oh shit, that's great!"
Nice.
And it has mob context to it. Just put it that way.
Okay. All right. Well, good. I can't wait to hear it. Nikki the Barber, helicopter patents are not present patents. As a barber, I see it all day at times. What's he talking about, Bill?
I don't know.
Okay. Thank you, Jay Cosenza. I appreciate the compliment. It's always a great show, with or without me. Love Bill.
We got a lot of stuff we're gonna be dropping.
Yeah, things are just stagnant right now. I think that give it a couple weeks to a month, I think things will start popping up, back to back. Parents, helicopter parents are not present parents. Yes.
What the hell is that? I never heard of that. Helicopter parents.
So a helicopter parent is like overprotective. Like
that's how I was when my daughter was a baby. I would be like, if she was like on a jungle gym or something, like I'd run up like.
But not even like, well, that's normal shit. But like a helicopter parent is like over, like you're too much. Like, you need to back off a little bit and stop propelling over my fucking head.
I thought it was like someone who's there and then they're gone.
No. That would make sense, right? But no. And as a barber, I'm sure you cut a lot of kids' hair. So yeah, all right, that makes sense. I'm like patents. What, a helicopter got patented? Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Thank you for the clear up, Stacy. Stacy is
hold on.
What does that mean when their name is green, Bill?
It means they have a membership. I have a membership where people pay like $3 a month to watch full interviews instead of like cut up interviews. Like
clips, yeah. All right, Stacy, the good supporter. All right, shout out to Stacy Sue.
Yeah, I got like 5 members, I'm balling.
Nice. I can't wait to start my own channel.
Listen, I'll help you. I told you what to do. Did you?
I know. I'm going to wait until I get settled into the house. Yeah, and I get a nice background and, I get like some equipment and things like that,
Oh, yeah. Start building it.
Definitely. Big things coming. Big things. I think I seen Stacy on my TikTok also. Somebody messaged me and said that
what happened with that guy on TikTok?
Which one?
What's that guy's name? The one that what used to be a pagan, right?
Oh, you mean the one that was on the interview with Full Throttle?
Is that what? Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about. That.
Yeah, he was a pagan, then he left, and then he went to another club.
Yeah, he left, supposedly. We don't really know what took place and why he had to leave. You never know. He could have did something stupid, and they might have just, said, all right, you can't be with us no more type shit. Who know? I don't know how the new thing goes anymore. I can only explain how it used to go back in the day. But apparently, and I got this from another pagan that I'm very, very close with, said that apparently this guy that was talking shit or whatever about the pagans or whatever on Full Throttle, the interview, that the very next day he got kicked out of his new club that he's being so fucking loyal to. You don't go on social media after you leave a club or you get kicked out or whatever the case may be and fucking talk shit about anything, especially if you're a member. You just don't do things like that. You don't go on a fucking podcast or interview and talk about club business. You just don't fucking do it. And he's standing there trying to be careful about what he's saying, and he's really not. He's still saying some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I was like, wow, when I was listening to it. It's like, holy shit. I just don't get it how you can go from one to the other, because then it makes it like he would do that to us if
People do that in gang chat, like even with Crips, even with Bloods. I just listen. I gave somebody a chance that I've known since he's 3 years old. Okay, he's now in his mid-20s, so I gave him a chance with us. All right, we took him out to the city. He got his ones in. He was official. We tried to, and we're definitely West Coast, old school type of big homies where we don't put our little homies through dummy missions and stupid shit. We want them to excel. We want them to go to school, get a job, you know, like if you're young enough, you know, do good things for the community, do shit, you know, protection. That's how it all started. We're trying to get back into that. And he just showed no loyalty. And I've known this kid since he's 3. No loyalty at all whatsoever. And that was about maybe last summer. He has switched to about 4 or 5 different hoods since then. And it's the big homies, the OGs that will recruit off the internet and will just take in anybody without doing their research, check in with their prior set to make sure that they didn't do no fuck shit, you know. It's a protocol to everything with the mob, with the Bloods, the Crips, the Latin King. There's protocol to every type of organ. There's protocol to the law enforcement.
That's why I don't understand how that ATF agent slipped through the cracks. How? He looks like a cop. He looks like a cop. Like,
I know this, you know this, and it's crazy because what you did on the internet was which one is the cop, like pick them. I do that with all my friends. I take out the picture, I'm like, let's play a game, and they pick him right out. How do you not?
How
and that's
they
why
could
I said,
not see it. Like they could not.
That's
see
why I said
it.
it's not the nation's problem. Once somebody puts somebody in a position of power that they trust or they think they could trust, they're like, okay, now I can handle my shit. So they're not really paying attention what's going on to the shit that's going on in small towns, small cities, Long Island, you know, not that small, but when, like I said, when you trust someone and you put them in a position of power, you expect them to run your shit correctly and by protocol. Now, when you have women in your family that love you and care about you and have this intuition, you're supposed to fucking listen to it. My uncle, Roadblock, he did not listen to any of us. And because this Ken Croak fuck had all this money and all this fucking, you know, all these trucks and guns and cars and beach passes and all kinds of fucking money and all types of shit, man.
What the ATF will do is give them money and let them like play like they're these big mob bosses or big time drug dealers or whatever, just to give them an in. And they make it too good, too enticing for them.
Yes, but that shit is supposed to surpass higher ups. That shit's not supposed to phase them. All that money and shit, they're not supposed to see that. They're supposed to look at how he looks, look at how he acts, look at his character, what he does, put him to the test. And the tests that they gave him were bullshit, you know. And unfortunately, my dad, you know, my mom and dad's love relationship was unexplained. My dad could not live without my mother, just really couldn't, you know. And when she died, he just died right with her. And he went full force into the club and really didn't give a fuck, you know. And if somebody didn't listen to his, you know, questions or concerns, then he'd say, you know what, fuck it. Then, you know, my dad was just the kind of guy who he would try once, and if it didn't work, he's like, fuck it. It is what the fuck it is. You know, if I'm going to jail, I'm going to jail. If I die, I die. He did not give a fuck. So, you know, when you have a person like that in the club and not really paying attention or caring about what's going on, there's supposed to be other people in place to make sure that it's being done correctly. And Jason and Jay just wouldn't, you know. Yeah. Bill, I'm so sorry, but it's time.
That's okay.
It's time to go.
I'll talk to you later.
Shout out to you guys. Bye, everybody. I'll be back.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. I appreciate everyone who takes the time. I'll be back on later, and maybe Carrie will jump on with me. If you guys like this type of content, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't, then fuck you too. And remember, don't be a bitch.